Hi guys, it's Drina. I'm back again. This is Thursday. It's been 29th of, it still is the 29th of December 2016. We're not in the new year yet. Okay. So as you can see, it looks like the scene from the show Dexter. Seriously not serial killers, we're not sociopaths, we're not psychopaths, okay? But we have this thing called a sun. It shines brightly in the sky. And anyway, my partner doesn't like the light coming in the daytime when he's having his naps. He needs to sleep a lot and he gets exhausted. I get exhausted too. The daytime's not such an issue for me. I find it very hard to sleep during the day. But for me, in front of me are two front bedroom windows, and the light from the street lamps comes in and it wakes me up. It'll wake me up during the night. So I need the plastic that side. He needs it both sides. So not serial killers, even though it does look like a scene from Dexter. So there you go. And that painting's back. I thought at least I can have like a little aura, a little pretty island, tropical island aura around me. Yeah, so there you go. So tonight just wanted to talk about BPD. All right, so not diagnosed yet, and I've just pulled up the first random page on the internet so I can just run through some symptoms and traits with you. So signs and symptoms of BPD. So I'll just quickly read that out to you and I'll let you know how I relate to that. Okay, guys? So people with BPD may experience extreme mood swings and can display uncertainty about who they are. As a result, their interests and values can change rapidly. All right. Now, I haven't gone through the definition. That's just above, so I'll give you that. So borderline personality disorder is a serious mental disorder marked by a pattern of ongoing instability, moods, behavior, self-image, and functioning. These experiences often result in impulsive actions and unstable relationships. A person with BPD may experience intense episodes of anger, depression, and anxiety that may last from only a few hours to days. Some people with BPD also have high rates of co-occurring mental disorders, such as mood disorders, anxiety disorders, and eating disorders, along with substance abuse, self-harm, suicidal thinking and behaviours, and suicide. While mental health experts now generally agree that the label borderline personality disorder is very misleading, a more accurate term does not yet exist. Or does not exist yet. Okay, so I'll go through the signs and symptoms that I was about to read. All right, so the extreme mood swings are something that anyone who resonates with BPD or has been diagnosed with BPD will be able to tell you straight away. I'm happy and fine right now. 10 minutes later, I'm not. 2 hours later, I'm angry, and then I'm fine again. And then I'm really sad, and then I'm okay. It can be so frustrating because you really can't predict what your mood is going to be. Hands up if you relate to that. Okay, let's move forward from that bit, shall we? All right, so other symptoms include frantic efforts to avoid real or imagined abandonment. Hi. A pattern of intense and unstable relationships with family, friends, and loved ones, often swinging from extreme closeness and love or idealization. You feel too fast, you want too much too soon. It's intense. You're pining for a connection. It's real. But sometimes you don't realize how overwhelming or overbearing that can be for other people. As well as that, it's often you'll misjudge facial cues. So people with BPD can often think that other people are feeling angry or some other emotion. Anger is a thing that I'm constantly asking my partner, are you angry with me? Have I pissed you off? Are you grumpy? Are you angry? Or I just have a natural fear reaction with some people, strangers, people I know, people I don't know, where for some reason, it's got to do with the cognitive brain, my brain will interpret certain faces at certain times as being angry, and it makes me fearful. So I can get then quite anxious and withdrawn, not hear everything that's being said to me. I can have delayed reactions and responses. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting things that come with that. Okay. Yeah, so we were talking about idealization a moment ago. The other opposite end to that is devaluation. And it's kind of a thing that happens with narcissistic personality disorder, but the way it comes across and the why it comes across is kind of, it's different. I'm not going to get into that in this video. People with BPD tend to be extremely empathic, whereas people with NPD aren't. Okay? But part of luring you in with NPD is putting you up on a pedestal, idealization, before the devaluation happens and they bring you back down. Okay? Anyway, we're focusing back on BPD. I did say that my brain does this. I will jump to one topic to another. Okay, I'm going to focus. So you can swing from having extreme closeness and love, idealization, to extreme dislike or anger, devaluation. Another sign or symptom is distorted and unstable self-image or sense of self, and impulsive and often dangerous behaviors such as spending sprees, unsafe sex, substance abuse, reckless driving, and binge eating. Okay, I do have a bit of a distorted sense of self. I don't suffer so much with body image issues. I've not per se had an eating disorder, although I will admit I have binge eaten. That just sounded funny. I have binge eaten before. With myself, if I'm feeling depressed or down, I'll tend to not eat. I'll start to withdraw. I'll not drink water even. I'll go through different stages of severity of starvation and depriving myself. And, you know, that's all psychological. So it does stem back to not feeling worthy. Yeah? Anorexia, bulimia. That's that. Okay? But for me, it's been more occasional binge eating. So when I'm stressed, I tend to eat more when I'm stressed. When I'm depressed, not as much. When I'm stressed, yes. Sometimes that's different. Sometimes it's in reverse. But generally for me, when I'm depressed, I won't eat. When I'm stressed and have a lot to focus and my anxiety and everything's really amped up, I'll eat and I'll eat and I'll eat. It's because I'm stressed and I'm not so attached to my body. So I don't feel everything immediately, and then I feel, oh, no, I just ate too much. Stop it. Okay. Another one is recurring suicidal behaviours or threats or self-harming behaviour such as cutting. So I'm not going to go too deeply into that, but, you know, sorry if that's a bit of a trigger for anyone. I will put a trigger warning on the video. Yeah, so they're all things that I can relate to, okay? I've often threatened to self-harm. I have self-harmed. Again, I dissociate. So dissociation, that's something you can Google and look up yourself. I'll talk about it again in a different video. So dissociation is essentially where you're disconnecting from your immediate reality and feeling anchored and centered in your body. It can be a bit of an ethereal kind of experience. You can kind of lose time. Some people have multiple personality multiple personalities. Tatty's a good one to watch about that sort of stuff. So alters, okay? Other identities that will be there, be present, co-consciousness. That's something else you can look into. But for me, when we're talking about self-harm, cutting is something that I've often done, or scratching holes into my flesh. And it's often because I have started to dissociate, and it's either that extreme dissociation and I'm kind of detached from feeling emotionally and or physically. So the cutting can bring me back to that physical, emotional awareness. So it's a deep desire to feel connected for me. That's why it happens. Okay. Intense and highly changeable moods, with each episode lasting from a few hours to a few days. That's true. Okay. I can't stand anger. It's something I have huge issues with. And again, a lot of people with BPD or just BPD characteristics or traits may find that this is an issue for them as well, is anger management stuff. And just generally regulating your emotions and feeling like you're in control and that you're not losing touch with yourself and what's happening, or you're not confused. I get very confused when I become over-emotional, oversensitive, overwhelmed, sensory overload. Then I can just be really scattered and my emotions can go up, down very quickly. And I find that tends to put me into a prime position to start raging, which I really don't like. So something I have to work on. Chronic feelings of emptiness. That's really horrible, guys. I can't stand it. I can get extremely bored and irritated and just feel so empty and just have such a bad attitude. It's just like, I don't care. I don't care. What does it matter? I don't care. I don't feel anything. Don't talk to me right now. I don't have any interest. I don't feel anything for me. I don't feel anything for you. I just don't feel anything. I'm depleted. No spoons. It's gone. You know? And that is horrible. And it's a pain. That emptiness is a real physical pain that manifests right through my core. That's where I feel it, through my chest and my stomach. Yeah, so, and often when that deep sadness and emptiness is there, it's just like this horrible void in space you're trying to fill, and you can't, it's like there's no relief. So again, that can lead to self-harm for me. I'm sure for other people as well. So sorry if this is a bit of a wonky video. I hope I'm not all like giving you vertigo and stuff. But there, so you go. Let's see. Yeah. Inappropriate, intense anger or problems controlling anger. I think I started to put that back with the other one that I was looking at, intense, highly changeable moods, which does happen. So I can be intensely happy and giggly and silly, or really, really active and